Hi everyone. This week we're going to be reading Chapter 10 in Defying Ocean's End. This chapter visits the topic of communication and communication as a tool to help modify or change human behavior. All of this in an effort to accomplish any sorts of international coastal or marine plans that we're participating in. One of the topics or one of the examples which this chapter speaks of is the method of fishing known as trawling. Bottom trawling is known for being particularly destructive because it for all practical purposes simply consists of the ships dropping a weighted net down to the ocean floor and then dragging it for a distance and scraping up whatever they may catch in that net, hauling the net up and taking what they want and throwing away the rest. So it's very impactful in terms of tearing up the seafloor, the number of inverts that it picks up, corals, rocks. The bycatch in general is staggering if you've ever seen it. So this will lead us into a particular example that takes place in Canada. What we're going to be looking at is the lobster fishery in the Atlantic. This is Google Earth, a fantastic tool which I'm sure you've used before. So we're going to be looking at the lobster fisheries which take place around. This is Nova Scotia, and then if we simply come up this way a little bit further, also the Gulf of St. Lawrence and the waters around the island of Newfoundland. So important fishery for those particular communities and for Canada, which you'll read about. This is what you'll find in the folder for this week. Here's a nice map showing how they identify the particular areas around those islands and around Quebec, the different actual lobster fishing areas. The first couple of materials that are there in the folder give you some background knowledge on the lobster fishery and of this idea of restructuring the industry. Now, I've noted on this page, if you can't actually find those documents by using these links, both of them are included in the folder with separate PDF documents. After reading those, you're going to read an informative article on what the lobster fishermen themselves are complaining about, and that's basically that another fishery, the scallop draggers, and dragging is essentially trawling, are destroying the lobster fishing areas. So that's going to lay out the basics for this particular unit. This next video is done by Greenpeace. Gives some information on bottom trawling, some background, some very nice graphics they've put together to bring you up to speed if you haven't seen these before. Here's an image of a lobster that was actually damaged by one of these scallop trawlers. You can see missing a considerable part of its carapace there. And this video that this link will take you to was put together by the Canadian Ocean Habitat Protection Society to try and bring about awareness. Again, the chapter in Ocean's End is all about communication, different methods that we can use to inform the public about what's going on. They need to learn. They're not out there on the water with these fishing boats. They don't actually know the true story. So this video is got a lot of images. Brings you right up to speed. Now this video, there are actually two of them, is particularly interesting. This is video of what took place when the regional manager for the Canadian Department of Fisheries and Ocean went out to this region of Canada and met with the lobster fishermen. Some very insightful exchanges between the manager and the lobstermen, you're going to notice right away the lobstermen have a lot more knowledge than what maybe some people give them credit to. So please, they're two different videos. Watch them both. You're going to be amazed at what comes out. And again, it's to give us as professionals of international coastal and marine issues some ideas, some insights as to what we might be able to do in the future with projects, what we might be able to do to research past conflicts or past issues that have taken place to try and find out exactly how it led to where it is now, or use these videos as ways of informing others about what we want to do or how we're going to carry out a particular plan or operation. So 2 videos there. This link takes you to yet another video on YouTube, but what we're asking you to do is read the comments. You can play the video while you're reading the comments. There's some very good images there, but read those comments. There's some exchanges between fishermen and other people that obviously have some knowledge of the issue, and it's interesting what's documented there in the messages. Again, another form of communication, the theme of this week. And lastly, very interesting is that this group of lobster industry fishermen actually created a Facebook web page. They are into social networking to try and get their message across to everyone on what exactly is going on, what their concerns are, what they're asking for the Department of Fisheries and Oceans there in Canada to do. So visit that Facebook page. Feel free to put up a posting or link it to your own Facebook site. All in all, interesting topic this week, and hopefully it will inspire you, perhaps in your own research or in future research. So I hope everyone has a good week.